Hello and welcome to Grid 2. Today we will be... honestly, I think we might complete the first season.
So, just like before, you've only been invited to one event with the Transamerica Pacers. If you can show them you've got what it takes to keep up with them, then face-off is a one-on-one, no-holds-barred charge for the line. There are no penalties for contact. Just remember, you can push hard, but so can they.
They can't push as hard as me. Also, reboot logo for no real reason. Anyways, this is JDM Classic, and this is the car we will be using, the Nissan Z. But, yeah. Considering how I drive, I think we can complete, there's 3 events per each of these. We've already done one, so 5 events, and
remember, you'll need to finish in the top 3 if you want the Pacers to invite you back.
So maybe we'll complete entirely. What the hell is this? I have to drive a Jap car, and first thing I... Shut up. And the first car I'm up against is a Ford Mach 1. Whatever. The 300Z and the Mach 1, for that matter, are surprisingly stable. At least in terms of drift. Like, you basically throw it into the corner and then it just sort of recovers by itself when you have it lined up with the road you want it to be. So you kind of have to really work it to get its ass around the corner. Well, that was just embarrassing for him.
That was outstanding. What a result.
Argentinian. Let's see, Dodge Charger RT, and I'm the only person repping, repping a Jap car, apparently. So much for JDM Classics, I guess. But yeah, I won't be finishing off the entire season, just the sort of clubs. And then maybe next episode we'll get into the WRS. Yeah.
Push this car hard and her back end will break out. Drive her like you should, and you can come out on top.
Yeah. It's just fun seeing a Charger with a fat lace sticker on it. Anyways, should maybe talk about the game. Like, we're going to be playing it for a bit. So far as I have noticed, cars seem to turn on a central axis. Normally, you won't notice this in just regular gameplay until you rub up against another car and start crashing into it. Then it will become worryingly pronounced that your car turns on a central axis, because you won't be able to get away from them. Also, I don't know, I should have went with a black Holly logo. Oh well.
Great driving.
Oh, hey. There was apparently someone driving a Soviet. Bruno Silva. Wait. Longest career drift, 264 feet. Face off, total passes, 2. Most used vehicle, Mach 1. Not by choice, really. And here is Bruno. Yeah, damn it. Fucked up the start. Fortunately, he doesn't know how to really tilt it. Actually, none of the AI knows how to really tilt it around corners, which is really about the only way you can win the hard events. Hard difficulty events, not hard events. There are hard events, but those ones you just kind of have to try for. Yeah, on medium, this is frankly nothing to me.
Nicely held. You picked a good spot there and passed your objective.
I'm not letting you buy at the last second. What do you think I am, an idiot?
First place. Well done. That will make the Pacers take notice.
$6,000 fans. What's the number? You know, I sort of wish Skip would just sort of show you the final number before pissing off, but 9,000. Let's skip to Malou.
Now that's how to get it done. Not only have you been invited back to race in more events, but you've also been offered a chance to enter your first promotion. Your driving has caught a manufacturer's attention. Vehicle challenges allow you to win.
Yes. God, I wish I could skip these.
And then use in other events.
Can do this. Email Callahan, WS. New Union, hashtag Kerosene Carter. Right, this will be for the Sylvia. Kind of forgot about the promo events. I think I'll actually save the promo event for next episode, but I do want to get the car.
In Miami, it's crucial to get a good corner exit. If your exit's bad, the straights will punish you for it.
Yeah. Oh, can't really finish explaining. With Japanese cars, at least in the first tier, I found you want to stick with them on the throttle and then shift when it sort of becomes apparent. With muscle cars, they sort of dip, then go back to the red line, so you know when to shift them. I haven't encountered them, but yes. But Euro cars are the same as Jap cars. Drop down fourth, put it back in fifth. Whew. A little bit close, and in under a minute. So, yeah. So far, it's more just
Nice drive.
goddamn right it was. It's more just loading and tutorializing that's sort of holding this whole shebang up. How are we doing for time, anyways? Huh. We just hit 20, basically 10 minutes already. It's probably just like 5 minutes.
When you push yourself, you've got your hands on a new vehicle. You keep putting in show-stopping times like that, and more manufacturers will be eager to get you up on the track. It's good publicity, and I'm sure you appreciate the new toys.
Goddamn right I do. The Sophia is actually surprisingly slidey. Let me just do this up quickly, and then trust me, that's quite a little feat for me, doing this quickly. Come on, things that look pretty. You know what? Sure. Sure. What are those? Clovers? Fully? Yeah, nice bright green, and make those. I'm fine with those being sort of off color, really. Nah, there's just something wrong with the brown Sylvia. And exhaust is really the only thing that does it right. Good enough. Sponsors, let's see. Race, drift, street. It's going to do like the race setup. Though, change the color on this to white. Actually, I think I'll just leave it black. The green race text fine. Rims. Sure, whatever. My size Watanabes. I see some Watanabes and I want them painted black. Fly the vehicle, yes. Not sure why it doesn't say have that set to yes for the default. Again, I'll still save the promos.
It's important you put on a good show.
So let's
That's
head.
why I'll be giving you a specific objective before each event. Complete it, and you'll raise your profile even more.
Right. WorldRacingClubs.com, Chicago race. And we can either use the Mach 1, the 350, but you know what, I think I want to take this out for its inaugural spin. Hopefully not literally. That'd be embarrassing. I am not discounting it as a possibility though. Like I said, the Sylvia is the sort of first car that you get that's actually tail happy.
The roads are wide here, so make sure you use all the runoff to help carry your speed.
What runoff? We're in a city.
Harrison Carter is the main man around here. Show him you're up for the challenge.
Also, he's running RS Watanabes as well. I know they're meant to be more like the club racer type rims, but they're 4 bolts.
You mean business.
Yeah. Again with the AI that doesn't know what the fuck a braking point is, even if it was pointed out to them.
Nice, that's second.
Obviously the muscle cars are a wee bit quicker than the JDM machines in terms of speed and power, but well, it doesn't really matter.
3 laps remaining.
What car is better? Like, for example, whoa, got a little bit happy there. You'll almost always be able to out-corner a car, even if it is the same car. Gotta say, Harrison, putting up a good fight, and now I'm at his doorstep. Come on, brake. Now you want it. That's a good boy. For that.
That was the fastest lap this race.
You know, maybe I could do these races on hard, but I want to keep the thing sort of streamlined, and constantly going back and changing it from hard to medium and medium to hard. It get boring. And this way, I can just sort of more talk about bullshit, like the fact that I'm pretty sure my computer is now fine by recording and rendering this game. Because everyone talks about how Crisis is the prettiest game, the most graphically rendering game ever. And I'll admit,
That's okay. There's a lot that can go wrong on
first
a
time I
race
get
day.
to
Let's see how
show
that
this
could've
off.
gone. Just select the point on the replay that you want to resume from and hit flashback.
Right. That's flashback. The grid actually sort of patented this you will have noticed it in basically every other game since Grid came out. And honestly, this system's worse than the first Grid because it's just sort of a time bar where the first Grid had it as just sort of like camera control, like a video camera, not like, hey, look at me. So yeah, you can't really choose when you want to go back, so you can't pinpoint exactly, which is annoying, and it also doesn't leave you a chance to sort of roll forward a bit. And there we are. That's another new Union race down.
Beating New Union at their own game is not easy. Great racing.
I did more than beat them at their own game. I beat them at Risk while playing Scrabble, basically. Yeah, my computer is surprisingly powerful. If 9,500. If you ever have someone saying, "Oh, PC is expensive," yes and no. To get a really, really good system, it does take a bit more. Yes, yes. Get back and get more fans. Blah blah blah. Yeah. Yeah, let's take the Mustang out. It might have a higher cost of entry, but roughly $1,000 computer, sort of custom built by a reputable computer store in your town, or hell, by yourself, will
Miami, it's crucial to get a good
last
if your exit's
a
bad,
good
the
while.
streets will punish you for it. So we landed a face-off event against the Transamerica Pacers. This
Again.
is pretty good. You've only got to get past one of them after all.
Uh-huh. Right. Before we get close to the split, it's this little cane. And then there's this split. Want to take the sort of innermost way because down here is a right-hander. And when you take the right hand, just a nice easy little slide into the next corner.
Yeah, you cornered too fast then. It affects car stability.
How about you shut your hole in it and me do the driving? So, yeah, let's see. Now that I'm done talking about how, well, PC is a bit more expensive to get into, it will last you a good amount of time. And hell, you can do a lot more on a computer than you can with a PC. Oh God.
I give that race 10 out of 10.
I'm gonna have to check something rather quickly once the next race starts, and it will segue perfectly into what I wanted to talk about. Face off, full passes 5. Come on.
Miami is a tough track. High-speed straights and tight technical
fair enough.
sections can catch you off guard. Be careful.
Launching it off the line like it's a Japanese car. Yeah, these things on. Jesus. This might mess things up. Right.
Okay, we are ready to go. It's one-on-one, so it's going
better.
to get tactical. Caution, no penalties for contact.
Well, actually, now everything looks a bit stretched out. It's kind of like on those PS2 games where you enable the widescreen feature. Everything looks a bit weird. And again, I always did wonder if that was just a trick on the eye, because you're playing on a resolution that, you know, makes everything bigger, and then you go to what should be the proper resolution, and you just find it look weird when it's actually meant to be the right way. I'm sure there's a name for that kind of phenomenon, but I don't know it. Look, the little line says, the little arrow means you're not making it past me. God, that is some fucking horrible V-Sync. Yeah, I know I'm better than Bruno. But, racing games really are pretty, well, pretty. Like, you pick up an old racing game and, yeah, sure, you can sort of see that, it's missing a couple things here and there, graphics-wise, but for the most part, if you were to compare it to really anything at the time, the racing game's gonna look a lot prettier. And I think this is mainly because, well, you can sort of see it in the crowd right now. I don't have them on high details, but humans are a lot harder to get right than a car. So, the human brain, I hope everyone who's following me knows what the uncanny valley is. The human brain can pick out some minor differences and sort of blow them up so that we realize that something's just ever so slightly off. But with a car, that doesn't really happen. So what if it's like an inch or two wider than it should be? Like, so long as some of the proportions are correct.
The Pacers at their own game on your first try. Not many drivers can say that.
New message. Have you seen the latest WRS news? Carter and Sylvia both signed up. WRS is gonna be great. My money's on Pontiff Bar. 6 minutes, huh? Oh. And we are at 21,250 fans.
Okay, Star. We've gathered a very strong fan base. Now is a great time to strike and make the WSR a reality.
Shut up.
The new union and Pacers drivers have agreed to join us. So remember, once the league starts, none of the current invites will stand.
So, really, no point in not doing them. And take the 300. KK Grill. Watches everyone goes wide, and I get the door shut on me because, well, they might brake stupidly earlier. They do hold a decent line to the apex. There you saw it right there. A car with...
Down to third.
I haven't fallen down to shit. Do I look like an old lady? Do I need life alert? How about no? Yeah. Okay, I'm using flashbacks. You get 5 flashbacks, which in a normal race should be more than enough. Why would I flash back there? Ah! You annoy me. Out the way.
Only 2 laps remaining.
What was I gonna say? Also, you can see how the AI is a bit goofy. Basically just instantly turns to 90 degrees. It should be noted that Grid is a simcade game, a game that sort of blurs the line between simulation and arcade.
That's first place. Nice going.
Huh? like my dreams are going to be dashed into dust. So I guess we'll just have a mumbling race, a promo, and then a bit of the WRS to clear up next episode.
Seconds trailing you. Maintain your lead.
Trailing me in the fact that he's behind me, yes. Nope. But yeah, I think I'm coming back to a point that I was about to make. When you rub up against a car, you basically go from oversteer to understeer, which means you better say hello to Mr. Wall. And yes, that is what I would describe the nicks and scratches all over my vehicle. Clean racing. Yes, most certainly. Cool. It's always interesting seeing generic cars just dotted around the race track and put in second. That's a bad thing. This game, if you choose the option at least, does simulate damage. So
great racing.
before it starts squawking at me. Right. Time saying 2 minutes 24 seconds left, so yeah, once we get back to the main menu, or at the very least the rear menu, call it from there, and when we come back we'll do the last of the, not New Union, the other one, Transamerica Pacers, and the Invitational event.
Promo events are one-off races that showcase something different to the spectators. Press them and you'll have their support.
That was the performance of a true champion. Yeah. Okay. So, I'd like to thank everyone for joining me once again for Grid 2. I hope you are enjoying the series so far, even though this is basically the first episode after the pilot. So, thanks again, and goodbye.